Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're going on to a different map. Really struggling with the way I was setting things up to find progression and get into a rhythm on maps with constantly adding mods in and things. So I have gone for a new map. It's called The Memory. It's a very early map that was released in FS25, based in France. So it has quite a few fields, none of them overly big, a few decent sized ones, but not huge. So we start, as you can see, on the left hand side with basically all the base game machinery that you start with. So you have pickup truck. There is a chicken enclosure. There is also a small cow barn that holds 50 and a large cow barn which holds 100 odd, I think it is. Uh, 140. So plenty of space for cows. So you start off with some used machinery, so it's a bit damaged, a bit dirty. Feed mixer. Only thing I swapped out is that you start with two base game fertilizer spreaders, the Breedle and Amazon, and yeah, for all the size of the fields, 42 metre width and the capacity, you were finishing everything in one pass. So we've swapped out to the little Viking, which we can slowly upgrade. Everything else, the seeder, cultivator, harvester, tractors, trailers, everything else is what you start with. Fields is what you start with. So you have Smazmore, Tedder and a rake, forage wagon and a little baler, but I think we will be swapping this out because I don't think I'm going to be doing that many small bales. You have a front loader for the tractor in there, so you have the Massey harvester, and you have a Case 185 which is 224 horsepower, and a Sammy 135 which is 143, so you can semi-generous. Field wise, you start with 4 fields, I think it is, 5 fields. So we have a small field of grass here next to the yard, a field of canola out there. This is a harvested field of barley that needs work. I think that's a ploughed field, and a ready to harvest field of wheat. So I think there's no point standing on ceremony. We'll see the map as we go. What we want to do is we want to get our precision farming. We'll get this started, so we will purchase all our soil information for these. And we will crack on, get some work done. So we will get the harvester out. This is almost going back to basics for me, because I do tend to, like a lot of people probably do, get pulled in with the amount of mods that we have dropping. Now, while they are absolutely fantastic, obviously, with things like the realistic livestock by RO and things like that, we sometimes we forget to just play the game for playing it. So I do have to apologise if you are hearing the fans of my PC. It is extremely warm. I have had another upgrade to my PC. I am now on a full AMD system. I have replaced my 4060 Ti Nvidia card with a, I think it's 9070 AMD card. So I am able to play that now in full 4K. But with the heat that we are currently having, it obviously making my PC a bit warm. But we will jump straight in. We'll get this field of wheat harvested. And take it from there. Now we'll make sure we have the straw thrall switched on, which we do. We need to unfold the harvester. And we will crack on with this. So I think we will jump into that obligatory time lapse. We will get this field harvested. The canola field harvested. And I'll be back with you all very shortly.
I got nothing more to lose. Recover your eyes, this one's for you. They say you have to live to learn. Maybe that's why I crash and burn. I got news for you. I'm jumping up Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro.
So that's both our fields harvested. Yield's not great. Thankfully they're not the biggest of fields with all the size of the harvester. Oh, I've got some wild boar. Because that took long enough with the size of the harvester. So what we need to do is we need to get this straw baled up, so we are going to have to take the little square baler to the store, sell that, buy a round baler. We're also going to need to buy a bale trailer. And we could probably do with taking some lime and fertiliser back on the flatbed if we can as well. It seems to be a busy wee road here past our yard. But yeah, not very much crop of either of those. The wheat, obviously, we will put into some chickens. A bit of a tight entrance into the yard here. Not get through that bit with too many big bits of machinery. But every little bit of crop is better than no crop. So we'll bring the harvester back, we'll get folded up. It's definitely a suitable enough harvester for the fields that we have at the moment. I think as a goal we'll try and do as many different crops as we can and try and do some production, something I don't really get far enough into doing most of the time. But while our fields aren't huge and we don't have many, we'll do what we can. Obviously if we're going to get cows, so with the two sheds, we will need to look at getting more grass fields, because that very small grass field next to the yard isn't going to yield very much. Jump quickly in here, switch that off for now, save some diesel, and get the Salmi and the front loader. And take the baler to the store. Come on, go in there. We will need to get a bale for it when we get around there. Also, yeah, not really interested in doing little small bales, too much to handle. So to get to the store we turn left and then follow the road round. Get some beacons on. We'll take a drive over to the store, we'll have a look around. So, I've got a nice waterfall there, that's where the spawn point is when you load into the game. Oh, looks like some vines or olives up the top. Do have a few decent sized fields on the map that are going to be suitable for us. Certainly a bit bigger over here. There's a good sized grass field there that we could look at. So I am really hoping the temperatures start to drop soon, because my PC is definitely not liking this hot weather. The fans are definitely going into overdrive today. So we want to turn left here, I think. So it's not as hot today as it was yesterday. I'm recording this on the Sunday of the heat wave we've just had, and even for where I am in the north of Scotland, it's been ridiculously hot. I have a temperature gauge on the front door of the house that it's in the sun all day, so it's not a true reflection of the temperature, because it's not in the shade at all. But it was hitting about 32 degrees yesterday, so we're probably about 25, 26 I reckon in actual temperature. So we need to find there's the trigger to get rid of this baler. So 15 grand, and that's with paint and so we will go into the store. We are looking for a rain baler. So we are going to begin with go with this class Roland 66, I think, or 260. I think we'll go with the 66, save ourselves a little bit of money. And we are also looking for a front loader round bale. Grab, shall we say? So I think we will go for this one. So I am playing with a textures pack that does come with different wild animals, hence why we have a red deer stag running around there. We've seen some wild boar earlier on. I do think there's also wolves and foxes on the map with it. It's not on just on this map, it is on every map I play on. So I shall see you all back over at the fields, and we'll crack on and get some bale. Now I must remember my fronts, so we are on the right hand side, not the left. Yeah, I will be back with you all shortly when we go to bale up the straw.
You hide it well, you know try to be, not try to be now. Doesn't matter to me, 'cause it's all the same. Ooh, you try to be, not try to be, not doesn't matter. You're just an empty shell. Ooh, 'cause I know all about you, it ain't getting any better. You're just an empty shell. Ooh, that's just false advertising, 'cause I know that on the inside it's all the same. Ooh, try to be, not try to be, not doesn't matter. You're just an empty shell.
So we are nearly there with the first field of straw. The pickup hit width isn't the greatest on this baler, with the width of straw swath that the harvester's left. I had to tidy up quite a few bits, but we are getting quite a few bales off of it. They are 125, so we are. We do have 5 off of the small field so far. I reckon we'll probably get another one out of this yet. But certainly better this baler than the little massy one. Although you could use an auto-load trailer and whatnot, but yeah, that's a lot of work for a lot of little bales. I've just sped the time up a bit there to 10 times from 6. I had actually forgot to start the timer when I first jumped on, so there was a lot of it at 0. But not a huge amount of straw here. So we did end up with just the 5 bales off of there. So let's quickly nip over to the wheat field. And pull out in front of that guy in his Tesla. Surprised it didn't spontaneously combust. So I hope you're all going to enjoy this series. As I said, it's going to try to be back to basics, keep away from making it more complicated than it has to be. We've got precision farming, we'll probably stick with that, and that will be about it. We won't use the realistic animals, realistic weather. I can try not to get too pulled into the mods, even machinery. We will use mods, we will swap out machinery as we expand and grow. But yeah, it's from what I've looked around the map, it is a lovely little map. I think it's possibly been an overlooked map. It's not something I've seen many people looking at or mentioning. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. A bit more straw for the wheat field compared to the canola, so I might get a few more bales here. Don't know whether to keep these at the moment or just sell them off the field, because we don't have cows at the minute. I think it'll be a while before we have cows because we don't have enough grass. Currently. We will look to expand as quickly as possible. I think we'll look at trying to get field 27, 26 there, just above us between here and the yard. Even 24 next to us there on the right as well. Give us a little wee corner in here. So we may sell the forage wagon that we have to help fund towards another couple of fields. Because we can always bale silage instead of put it in the bunker currently. Or we could always try the zero grazing approach, and there is a zero grazer mod there. But yeah, I think on that note, for today, we'll call that video there. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you all again soon, back on Farming Simulator 25.